If your siblings were not your siblings, would you guys be friends with them?
No. No. I wouldn't even know them. We don't even run in the same circles. My eldest sister's on the run from manslaughter, hiding in New York somewhere. My other sister works in hospitals and neonatal care and lives on the other side of the town. My other brother has 10 kids. I don't see at any point when we might actually, cross paths, even universally. No. No, no. Very unlikely.
If your siblings were not your siblings, would you guys be friends?
Hell no, I wouldn't be friends with that bacon built body ass motherfucking flapjack stirring in the fucking pot, long neck, long titty, nipple having ass bitch, and I'ma send it to him right now.
If your siblings were not your siblings, would you guys be friends with them?
Anyone who says yes is full of shit. If I hadn't been inoculated to my sister's bullshit from the age of fetus, we would have a blood feud that lasts generations. And that's because sibling friendships have a very specific progression. From the perspective of the younger sibling, it goes, why can't we send her to a new home? She actually leaves. Holy shit, my parents screwed me up and no one understands me. Wait, she might get it. Actual friendship. If you don't pass through this gauntlet, that is just another motherfucker in your life. I love my sister dearly, and that manifests as me resisting the urge to roundhouse kick her in the throat every time we make eye contact. If we had met in high school, there would have been blood.
If your siblings were not your siblings, would you guys be friends with them?
Hell no.
If your siblings were not your siblings, would you guys be friends with them?
Nope. Fuck them. Hell no. Hell to the no, to the no. Fuck them. I don't know what the hell else you said in that motherfucking video, baby. All I heard was, would you fuck with your nope? Sure the fuck would not. And I am telling you, I'm not fucking with them. They ain't number some backwood, inbred, hillbilly deluxe, no teeth having, sleeping with your motherfucking sister's baby daddy because you ain't got no motherfucking boyfriend having asses, and I don't want shit to do with them. Fuck them.
If siblings were not your siblings, would you guys be friends with them?
Fuck no, I already told her if she wasn't my sister, I would have already beat her ass.
If your siblings were not your siblings, would you guys be friends with them if you met them?
Nah, this bitch literally told me I hope you have kids so they unalive. With her child present.
If your siblings were not your siblings, would you guys be friends with them?
If you said yes to this, it's only because your mom watches your videos. She sets my mental stability on fire. I have been roasted, charbroiled, barbecued to the point that I have the density and texture of a hockey puck. It hasn't made me stronger, it's just taught me to cry before she wakes up. I wear slippers in the house so she can't locate me by sound. She likes to look at my mom and go, yeah, you dropped the ball with that one. She didn't exactly score a touchdown with you. If we were not sisters, she would not come near me with a 35.5-foot pole. But because we are sisters, she just whacks me with it. I like to dance in the car when we're together and she just looks over at me. Are you seizing? We'll be in the middle of Walmart. Kara, I got your poop pills. And when she's really, really mean. You know I was a twin, right? I sucked out his life force in utero. I'll do it again.
If your siblings were not your siblings, would you guys be friends with them?
Oh, hell no. My brother gets on my nerves now, and I really would have punched the fuck out of him.
If your siblings were not your siblings, would you guys be friends with them if you met them?
Hell no. Fuck that bitch. She follows me. So.
If your siblings were not your siblings, would you guys be friends with them?
No.
If your siblings were not your siblings, would you guys be friends with them?
No. In fact, Me and my older brother, we were only a grade apart. And for some reason, elementary school, we had like one of the same classes. And we'd been in that class for months. We had the same last name. The teacher would call roll every day, but we completely did not associate with each other and sat on opposite sides of the classroom. And like halfway through the semester, the teacher was like, wait a second, are you guys brothers? And we were like, yeah. And it was just because we're completely opposites, completely different. He was more popular. I was more reserved. And people would like sometimes ask, like, are you guys brothers? And he would just say we're cousins. And then I would say we were brothers. And then sometimes I would say we were cousins. And then he would just say we were brothers. And we would just mess with everyone's brain.
If your siblings were not your siblings, would you guys be friends with them?
No fucking way.
If your siblings were not your siblings, would you guys be friends with them?
No. I kid. Maybe.
If your siblings were not your siblings, would you guys be friends with them?
Fuck no, they're fucking assholes. And without me, they'd probably be worse, so I don't even want to think about it.
If your siblings were not your siblings, would you guys be friends with them?
Absolutely not.
If your siblings were not your siblings, would you guys be friends with them?
Starting off, this is Haley. She is 25 currently. I do not think we would be friends because of the sheer age difference. We are 8 years apart right now. Other than that, I think maybe I would see her at the gym and I would maybe compliment her, but she wouldn't compliment me back. I think she would just say, "Oh, thank you," and that would be it. This is Ryan. She is 20 years old. I would do everything I could to avoid her at all costs. She is one nightmare of a woman. This is the only picture I could scrounge for my little brother. He is 13 this year. I do not think we would be friends just because he's in middle school right now.
If your siblings were not your siblings, would you guys be friends with them?
Hell no. No. Mm-mm. The older one, we have nothing in common. We don't even, literally nothing. It's like, I don't even know how we have the same parents. The younger one, we would be acquaintances, but he's an asshole. He's a straight up asshole. Hell no. I would not. No. Now, they're my brothers and I love them. And we're friends now. Fuck them dudes. You know what I'm saying? Oh, we would have fought. We would have. In fact, the little one, he got me one time. Yeah, Trent, you little dickhead.
If your siblings were not your siblings, would you guys be friends with them if you met them?
No, because I'm in college and it'd be weird to be friends with a middle schooler.
If your siblings were not your siblings, would you guys be friends with them?
Fuck no. And I hope they see this.
If your siblings were not your siblings, would you guys be friends with them?
If my mom was my coworker at work, I wouldn't talk to her.
If your siblings were not your siblings, would you guys be friends with them?
No, we would not be. There's like a decade in between each of us. We're not even friends now. Like, we have no relationship outside of saying hi, so.
If your siblings were not your siblings, would you guys be friends with them?
It's kind of bold for you to assume I like them now.
If your siblings were not your siblings, would you guys be friends with them?
Absolutely not. My sister is a Disney adult. That shit's weird. My brother likes crypto. That's self-explanatory. And my other brother is a Marine. Love him though.
If your siblings were not your siblings, would you guys be friends with them?
Absolutely not, and here's why. This is us, me with the black hair, youngest sister with pink hair, and then the blonde is the middle sister. As you can see, our aesthetics kind of clash. Again, youngest sister, we're 6.5 years apart. We probably never would have even met. This is my middle sister. She's 2 years younger than me, and she absolutely would have bullied me in high school. Also, she's super into dogs, and I'm super allergic, so there's that. And then here's me in Vegas. Notice the Naruto bag with the Hanako keychains, the Ichiraku ramen shorts, the Naruto tattoo, Sailor Moon is on my knee. I am super into anime, and both of my sisters absolutely hate it. And because I'm super depressed, and that's my huge coping mechanism, like, I'm all about anime. And guess who does not want to hear shit about it? We wouldn't be friends.
If your siblings were not your siblings, would you guys be friends with them?
Negative, Ghost Rider. I'd rather be in a trench fighting in a war. Go to jail knowing I'm innocent. Have a near-death experience. Have explosive diarrhea for the rest of my life.